So average prices of a litre of petrol across some selected countries. First up, we have UK, 2,973 naira per litre. Next up, we have Cameroon, 2,270 naira per litre. For the loud and ignorant people that always talk about minimum wage and GDP. You also have, let's go down, you have Togo, 1,851 naira per litre. Benin Republic, 1,700. Ghana, our neighbors here, 1,582 naira per litre. You see here, UAE. UAE also is one of the largest oil producing countries in the world. You see their price here, 1,267 naira per litre. You have Nigeria. I know the ignorant ones, they will ignore all these things, right? And then focus on just these two. You see Libya and Iran. These are the Libya, Iran, everybody's always, talking about. Now, before we go into that, the point I've made with this is to show you that petrol is an expensive product, like I have talked about in previous videos, for those who are actually following to learn. Petrol is an expensive product. So whether or not you're producing it in Nigeria or not, it is produced in America. And even this price is subsidized. It is produced in UAE. This price is subsidized. It is produced in Cameroon. Although their quantities are not as high as Nigeria, but you see it. Cameroon produces crude oil. Ghana, they produce too, but not in large quantities. But you see their prices. Even China, you see China, 1,900. They also have crude oil, but you see the price here. So petrol in itself is an expensive product. Now let's go into you people's favorite, Libya and Iran. Look at this. In 2020, the Libyan government allocated 5.6 billion Libyan dinars, which is $1.2 billion, to subsidies. The largest part of expenditure were fuel subsidies, which amounted to 3.4 billion dinars. So $740 million the Libyan government spent on subsidies. So the reason petrol is cheap in Libya is because the Libyan government is subsidizing it. This is Iran. Iran spends tens of billions of dollars a year on energy subsidies. Iran offers the highest amount of energy subsidies in the world. The government's news agency, blah, 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 has highlighted amidst a big financial crunch and budget deficit. So Iran pays the largest subsidies in the world, and they are currently in financial crisis. And I forgot to mention in Libya. Libya is also in financial crisis. Their central bank collapsed recently. Like, their financial system is in ruins. But, you want cheap fuel. The whole country can burn as far as you're buying cheap fuel. Let's go on. The result was that compared to the world total of $181 billion in energy subsidies, Iran was the biggest single provider with more than 16% of the world's total. So it goes through the breakdown. Now look at this. A gallon of gasoline is sold to people for a little over 20 cents in Iran. While in Persian Gulf region, that is around Iran, and around Iran, you're talking about even Saudi Arabia and all those other Asian countries, gasoline prices are over $2 a gallon. If you break down that math, it's about 1,500, 1,600 naira per litre. And these are countries that have crude oil in abundance. So again, my point is that petrol is an expensive product. That some countries are getting it cheap. That Nigeria is getting it this cheap is because the government has been subsidizing it. But what is happening now is that the government is saying they do not have money again, so they can no longer subsidize that. That's why we are going through everybody's going through hardship. Now, I'm not supporting government. Go and watch all my videos. I don't care about your opinion, but go and watch my other videos. I only say things the way they are, so that if you have a more informed populace, it will be better for us, or it will be easier for us to hold the government accountable. But so many Nigerians are ignorant. They do not read. They do not know anything. They cannot think. And that's why a politician can come and push people anywhere, and you won't even know who is right and wrong, because you do not understand anything. And I try my best as possible on this platform to enlighten people, so that the more the populace is enlightened, the better decisions we take, and the more we can hold politicians, into account. And if you don't have the ability to think, if you don't have the ability to reason, unfollow me. Don't watch my videos. When you see this face, just block or swipe. I don't need your views. I'm not here for anybody's views. I'm not here for followers. Do you understand?